For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. Also, I've got a new merchandise store, hats, hoodies and new tee designs, all available right now on the link in the description. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 15 of the Career Mode Road to Glory here on FIFA 17. In the last episode, we somehow managed to get ourselves a victory in the FA Cup against Newcastle United. Don't ask me how, I can't exactly tell you, but we are through to the next round. It hasn't yet been drawn, I don't think, but we have a two-legged affair coming up against Rochdale in the Checkatrade Trophy area final on the horizon. Today, though, we face Notts County and Carlisle United. Still looking to try and sign some players on free transfers and move some unwanted players we have still in our squad out to try and raise some more cash. At present, the team has made a loss of £1.35 million this season, and the board want me to make a profit of £8.5 million, which is practically impossible for a club as low as League Two. So I'm not really too sure what that's going to do for our future at the club. We are bang on target, if not above target, for everything else on the objectives though. So hopefully, by performing well on the pitch, they'll let me off for not being quite so successful with regards to bank balance off the pitch. We don't have that much money available to us. Plenty of suggestions given to me in the last episode as well. Thank you very much for that. As was the case with the first transfer window this season though, about 95% of them are well out of my budget. You guys are offering me players saying, sign this guy, sign that guy, that are on 25, 30 plus £1,000 a week. I can't afford people like that until we get to championship level. It's going to be a couple of seasons before we're able to look at signing players of that calibre. One player though that baffled me that his wages were so low, and I've added him, I think I added him to this shortlist, was David Villa. David Villa is available on a pre-contract, and he's on £9,500 or £9,100 a week. Depending on what else happens in this window, if we aren't able to sign any other players by like the last 2 or 3 hours of transfer deadline day, or last 5 hours of transfer deadline day, I might genuinely try and sign David Villa for next season. That might be an absolute shock signing that we could pull off. We'll have to wait and see. We've got a week until the first game of the episode against Notts County, which is massive, by the way. Tournament prize money, that's also very important as well. What are we going to get from the FA Cup? Is it going to be much? £85,000. That's not going to pay off any of the debts, is it really, unfortunately? The game against Notts County, though, is huge because they currently sit joint second in the table, third on paper, on goal difference, behind Portsmouth, just 5 points behind us. If we can beat them, then that would really give us a great opportunity to push forward and not even automatically automatically qualify for promotion, but perhaps even push for the title too, depending on how Portsmouth get on. And then after that, we've got Carlisle, who aren't necessarily having the best of seasons. We've got a couple of emails here. We'll see what we have. Transfer for Adam McGurk. He's a player I am looking to sell. Newport County have offered me 140. If you could give me what he's valued at, then that would be fantastic, and I would very much be willing to accept that, Newport County, if you could be so kind. Not interested in the press conference though, and we'll push further on towards this game against Notts County. I am unsure as to whether the money we can raise from player sales will be enough to warrant being able to bring in an extra player or two. Unfortunately, Millwall have said they aren't willing to give me the money that I asked for Greg Taylor, so it looks like he'll be staying until the end of the season and leaving on a free unless we get any more offers in for him. Will Norris has accepted a contract extension though, which is good. He's my highest or joint highest rated player right now, and he asked for a contract extension. Very much happy to give him that. No qualms whatsoever. He's going to be our number one goalkeeper for a substantial period of time. And now Blackburn have come in with an offer for Greg Taylor. I'm tempted to accept it as it is. I'll ask for 250. They give me 250, then I will accept that and we'll look to sign another left back. But as things stand, I don't really want to accept 210 for Greg Taylor. Just because he's going to leave on a free doesn't mean I have to accept low bids. Not going to have my hand forced. We get a transfer offer in here for Barry Core, who's a player that we're looking to move on from Millwall. They rejected the potential to sign Greg Taylor, but they might be open to signing Barry Core. I'll ask for 275, which is what his value is. And if they offer me that, or even, to be fair, anything above 230,000, then I'll probably accept it. Had some scout reports back on some of these players that we've got on our shortlist right now. Right back, Syriac Riviran. I'm not really too sure how to pronounce that. He looks okay. I'm not sure whether, I mean, actually thinking about it, can he play at left back? If he can play at left back, then that might be a Greg Taylor replacement. Just thinking off the top of my head and out loud. We'll have a quick look at the shortlist. Where are you? Syriac, can you play at left back as well? He can. Right, so that is a potential for a left back replacement. It's currently 68 rated, so 5 ratings higher than Greg Taylor is currently. That would be a good option, I think. We'll keep that one open, keep that iron in the fire. Bruno Colacho, he is a left back by trade already. And looks okay. His physicals aren't that impressive though. If his physicals were better, I would have gone for him because his technicals look decent across the board. We'll keep an eye on him too. I'll just delete these emails. Marvin Diop was a central midfielder, wasn't he? No, he's a right-sided midfielder, 65 rated, quick-ish, but not a massive improvement on what we've already got. So I'll kind of back out of that one. I don't think we'll go. Now Hugo Wiedemann was someone I was very interested in. He's only on 3,600 a week, 23 years of age, fast, not that strong, but I think I'm going to go for him. I am going to put in an offer here for Hugo Wiedemann. He wants £4,000 a week. I'll offer him just what he's on currently and tell him he's going to be an important first-team player coming in from Ajaccio, and we'll see what he says to that. He looks like he could be quite promising, could grow quite a bit as well. So we'll see what happens there. And then Xavier Chavalerin is a central midfielder that we were interested in. Now, it's his low strength that concerns me with him, but his technicals are very good for the level that we're at. He's 69 rated. Oh, do we or do we not? He's on 4,300 a week. I will hold off just in case any of the others are better, but he is a genuine possibility for a central midfield role. Advancing one more day. We're going to get any more emails? We've got one. Will it be a press conference though? We've got 2. Are they press conferences or transfer offers? Newport have said they'll give me 160 for Adam McGurk. Sure, go on then. We'll accept that. The extra money will come in handy. That means we might be able to sign an extra player or 2 on a free. And Jake Gosling's loan deal has ended. So he's now gone back to Bristol Rovers. So we are now without Jake Gosling. We are also without Max Clark and Tom Dallison. However, the side is looking okay as it is, and I think we'll be all right without having those players in the club at present. I forgot Keith Keane's back, isn't he? Let's add him to the transfer list. See if we can move him on if possible as well. And if that's the case, I'll sort by age because he's probably one of the oldest in the club. There we go. Add to transfer list, and if we can get him to go as well, he's on £5,000 a week too. Right then, let's go and play Notts County, and I think most importantly, just avoid defeat. But if we can get a win, it would be huge. Forte into Dickinson. Starting on the attack here, Notts County, and they get slightly lucky there, but Stead gets the turn in. Dickinson gets tackled by Joshua Emmanuel. We try and work it away, but still it's not clear. Here's Milsom. Which way is he going to go? Nice little back heel. Dug out the shot there, Stead, and it's a decent save by Will Norris. I think it was Stead at least. It may not have been, but the corner's going to come in here from O'Connor on the far side, 5 minutes in. Notts County starting the brighter. Now, who's going to get to that? It's going to be O'Connor again. Read that, but mistimed the tackle. Cross comes in. Oh, jeeps! Josh Emmanuel nearly just hits him and goes into the back of his own net. That was very, very, very close. Too close for comfort, in fact. Harrison Dunk is racing away here, though. And if I can find the right pass, which I can't do, I could have played Inuche. Notts County starting the better of the two teams. Hopefully that just means that we're going to grow into the game and take control a little bit later on. Stead turns inside, well blocked by Leon Legg, but Stead gets to it again. Dickinson, ball in dangerously, and O'Connor beats the keeper to it, but heads it over. A let-off for Will Norris there. He came for it, didn't get anywhere near it. In fact, double punched O'Connor in the face, and the ball went over the top. Chaplin, back to Furman, to Greg Taylor, to Chaplin, who's in the box. Connor Chaplin finishes well. 1-0 Cambridge. His right foot hasn't been very good for me since he signed on loan, just all season. But this time around, I mean, it was questionable goalkeeping. You see Navarrete was on the floor injured, but he did get up in the end. I mean, it wasn't that well placed. The keeper seemed to almost slip as the ball went past him. Decent shot, though. Keeper's feet just went from under him. Oh well, not to worry. 1-0 Cambridge. Knock it there to Berry again. Go through there to Chaplin again. Poke in Uche, who was just onside, I think, there. He's turned well. Finds Chaplin. Chaplin with a shot. Oh, buries it. That left foot proving that that most definitely is his stronger side. What a finish. He's not scored that many goals for me, Connor Chaplin, I have to be honest. But that is most definitely the best of the few that he has done. A brace here for him. A 2-0 lead for us on the stroke of half-time. Wilson into Stead. Lovely tackle by the defender. We'll get it away. Berry will put that around the corner there to Chaplin. Uche can make the run in behind, but he seems rather reluctant to do so. Chaplin will get this out wide here to Navarrete. A little bit of footwork just to try and send the defender. Emmanuel inside again to Berry. Here's Connor Chaplin. It's going to break to Dean Furman, who breaks past the defender well. Into Connor Chaplin on his hat-trick now, and could get it here, and has done. Connor Chaplin scores all three as we take a 3-0 lead in the 63rd minute. Congratulations, my man. I think that's the first hat-trick we've had in this series so far. Connor Chaplin buries that on his left foot. It seems to be that he's just on fire today. He's been the difference between the two teams. Notts County were very, very dominant in the opening half an hour, and then Chaplin just decided he'd had enough of defending and wanted to go and score 3 goals. Looks like we're going to get all 3 points here. Extend our lead at the top. Smith into Dickinson. Oh, nice ball through. Lovely challenge by Leon Legg, though, to stop him from scoring. Although I've just, for some reason, I couldn't get the ball away, and they've had a secondary effort that comes back off the post. There's only 5 minutes left. I'm not really too sure what I was doing there. I just didn't clear the ball. Well done, Ches. Thankfully, it didn't cost us a goal. Not that it would change the result if it did, but still, it would be nice to keep a clean sheet if we can. Connor Newton here might be able to even help us extend the lead, but no, O'Connor tugs him back. Final whistle's gone. It's a 3-0 victory thanks to a Connor Chaplin hat-trick. Very, very pleased with that. He deserves the match ball. Like I say, he's not scored that many for me this season. He was highly recommended by you guys, and you reckon that he could grow really, really well. I don't think he's grown by that much, despite playing quite a few games for me, but I guess the most important thing is he popped up with victory there. And crucially, as we beat the team that were in third, Portsmouth, the team that were in second, have also lost by a 1-0 to Blackpool. So our lead at the top of the table, depending on what happened with the team that were in fourth, should be now 8 points as we head into the next game against Carlisle. And indeed it is. We lead by 8 points from second and from third, and by 13 points from fourth. Very successful season for us so far here in League 2. We want to get promoted in back-to-back-to-back seasons at the beginning of this series. I want to get promoted from League 2 to League 1, from League 1 to the Championship, and Championship to the Premier League, all in back-to-back seasons if I possibly can, just to ensure that we can get as many seasons in the Premier League in as possible before the end of the series. And it looks like we might be able to do just that. If we can continue this run of form throughout the entirety of the next 2 seasons, then this could be a very successful career mode for us. Things are going well so far. Still waiting for some more scout reports to come back. We've had a transfer offer from Uche from Caen in France, but I am going to be rejecting that. He's my best striker so far this season. An offer of 210 for Blackburn. That's back for Greg Taylor, isn't it? And what did they offer me last time? I can't remember what they offered me last time. I think I asked for 275, didn't I? Or did I ask for 250? I can't remember. I'll ask for 240 and we'll see what they say to that. Again, I don't want to let Greg Taylor go too cheaply. And Wiedemont has asked for a bigger squad role. That's not a problem at all. Quite happy to give you a crucial first-team player. 1.1 million is his valuation at present. And if he does come in for next season, he will be my starting left-sided midfielder. Be a great signing if we can get that done. Spurs have signed Nabil Fekir from Lyon for 22.5 million. That's massive. Adam McGurk has gone to Newport County, and Millwall have said they'll give me £250,000 for Barry Corr. I am willing to accept that. Thank you very much. Some of the players that we've been looking to move on are now on their way out of the club. We're making moves in the transfer window. We're raising funds. All I need to do is spend those funds wisely once they arrive in at the club. And there are a number of players we could look into to start signing here. A number of scout reports, I think, have come back there as the email count jumps to 9. Indeed, there are. We'll look through those in a moment. More prize money. Another £85,000 from the FA Cup. Not really too sure why we got more. Wages too low. Okay. Alright, that's fine. I'll give you the 4,000 you wanted. I was just trying to save a little bit of money if I could. 4 years and crucial first team player. Hugo Wiedemont should sign that particular contract, and then that will be him in. Blackburn have said they will meet the £240,000, so Greg Taylor looks like he's going to be leaving. Transfer for Ben Williamson. Now, this is a tricky one, because he's 28 years old, and he's not been amazing for me, Ben Williamson. I'm going to accept that. I'm going to take that money. Ben Williamson looks like he might be going to our next opponents, Carlisle United. Scout report back on Anthony Wordsworth. Yeah, not keen. Not keen on Anthony Wordsworth. Lyle Taylor. Now, he's a striker that we were looking to perhaps bring in. His physicals look great. Now, do we bring in Lyle Taylor? That's the question. He's 2 years younger than Ben Williamson. But can we do better? I'm not sure. Probably. He's not on that much wage-wise at all. He would be an improvement, though. He would be an improvement. I think I'll bring him in as a backup player. He doesn't want much wage-wise at all. £2,100. So I can give him that. Offer him 3 years and squad rotation player. Probably won't accept that. I'll probably have to give him important first team. But if we can get him to accept that, then brilliant. What else have we got? Ruben Alcaraz. He was a player I was perhaps keen on. Central midfielder, wasn't he? Yes. 68 rated. Currently at Girona in Spain. They are some very agreeable technical stats. I think I'm going to go for him as well. I do like the look of that. 68 rated, which again is around about what you would expect a League One / lower end Championship rated player to be at. So I will accept that, especially if we're going to be moving James Dunn on as well. This could be a very successful transfer window for us with regards to free signings. Martin Alanis was a player I was interested in, but I think I'm going to cool my interest in him, considering we're looking to sign the other left-sided midfielder. Paleo was a central defensive midfielder, wasn't he? Yes. Looks okay. He's an improvement on what we've got, but I think Alcaraz is going to be much, much better. So we'll go with Alcaraz rather than Paleo. But players like that will leave on the shortlist just in case we feel we can go back to them later in the window. Got another, it's a scout report on Joel Asoro. That was another striker I was having a look at thanks to your guys' suggestions. The young Swede from Sunderland. Transfer offer for Uche again, this time from Bristol City in the Championship. Going to be rejecting that for a second time though. And an offer from Gangon in France as well. Again, rejecting. I might have to reject all future offers for Uche momentarily. But Barry Core has gone to Millwall for £250,000. Now, Joel Asoro, 64 rated at 17 years of age. Rapid. Ooh. Do I? Plays for a very prestigious club, Sunderland. Not that prestigious. Let's wait and see how much money we have left at the end of the window, or towards the end of the window, after another couple of sales have gone through. I might look into getting Joel Asoro. He appeals to me quite a lot. Right, let's go and face Carlisle first, and then we'll see what happens after that. Over it to Chaplin. Turns away from the defender well. Look into Uche. Could return it to Chaplin. Has done well. Took it in his stride well enough. And the referee is actually going to point to the spot there after less than 2 minutes. It was a physical challenge, but I don't know whether it was physical enough to warrant a foul being given. It just seemed to turn into him. I mean, I'll take the penalty. Thank you very much. But I'm not sure whether it was a foul or not. Uche will take and bury it into the back of the net. 1-0 Cambridge after 2.5 minutes. Perfect start. Dunk into Berry. Let's run slightly. We'll give this to Josh Emmanuel. Navarrette's making the run, but I'll actually look for Uche. Quickly turn it there to Chaplin, who will return it to Uche, who probably should have played that round the corner to Navarrette in hindsight, but draws a good save out of the keeper nonetheless. Good block there by Gillespie, out for the corner. Navarrette takes it. It's looping in, and I think it was Berry actually the one that headed. We'll knock this back to Harrison Dunk. Has been known to score a worldie left-footed strike so far this season. Comes close to doing so again, but the keeper right behind it. Miller to Kennedy. Nice ball round the corner, and Jones fires that just wide of the post. Carlisle trying to get themselves back in it here. Decent attempt that, not far away. Free kick taken quickly by Kennedy to Abire. Wasn't ready for that. Here's McKee. Finding some space, and goes for the shot. I think, yeah, it did hit the post. I wasn't sure whether it was post or keeper. It was actually the woodwork that McKee struck there. Decent left-footed effort. Just went through that gap before I could close him down and hit it early. Yeah, striking the outside the post. Very close. Just lays it off to Abire over the top. It's a lovely ball. Jones is in behind here. Sets it off to Jabbo again. It's deflected and off the top of the bar. Out for a corner. Will Norris is celebrating. I'm not sure how much of that he actually tipped onto the bar. Took a deflection off the defender. Corner's come in and Jake Clark-Salter can only head it straight back to the man who delivered the first ball in. And he's going to have to get to that, Will Norris, and he does. McKee with a third attempt into the box, and this time we get it away. Now win this header, Uche. Never mind. Krasanovic brings it down. He's got an option in front of him. On to the side as well, and he's dug the shot out, but that's comfortable for Norris. Carlisle have actually played some good football in this game so far. They just haven't quite been able to draw any sort of meaningful save out of the goalkeeper. All been pretty simple for Will Norris to this point. Keep that in. Well done. Oh, he's broken through there, Nicky Adams, and he's still going here. And he squares it across. Miller drags it back, has the shot. Good save by Norris. It's going to drop to Kennedy, who pulls it back, but will get the interception in. That was close, actually. Some good footwork by the man in the middle. And Nicky Adams almost had me worried. Well, he did have me worried. Not almost. He definitely did have me worried that we might concede a goal there. Just pull this inside to Berry. I'm actually going to go to Connor Chaplin first, and then to Uche. And Uche could have an awful shot, is what Uche could do. 1-0 with 15 minutes to go. Final whistle goes, and Uche's second-minute penalty is enough to give us 3 points here against Carlisle. It was a very hard-fought game. They played particularly well. I had to rely on Will Norris make a couple of good saves to stop them from getting anything out of that game. Pleased with the win, though. Luton draw. Portsmouth draw. Notts County 1. So the gap at the top is still 8 from Notts County, but it will now be 10 from Portsmouth. And even more from Luton, because they drew as well. Up next, though, the first game of the next episode will actually... Transfer talks are broken down between Ben Williamson and Carlisle, okay? And Lyle Tyler has declined the contract. All right. Well, considering Ben Williamson is now staying, I'm not sure whether I will really need Lyle Taylor. Well, I'll offer him a contract anyway. I mean, we can always just sell him on in the January of next year if it doesn't work out. I'll offer him important first team player. I offered him squad rotation last time, didn't I think? And we'll offer Ruben Alcaraz. He wants a bigger role. I can't remember what I offered him either. I'll offer him crucial first team. Why not? He'll be involved heavily in first team football. So we'll offer him that. And he'll get enough football to keep his morale up. But up next is going to be a game against Rochdale in the area final, or the first leg of the area final of the Checkatrade Trophy. And then actually the next round of the FA Cup has been drawn, and it's Bristol City away from home. So we'll have 2 cup games in the next episode before pushing out of the transfer window. That's going to bring today's video to a close. So let me just quickly check what the state of the transfer budget is for you. You can see now we have a quite substantial amount of money available to us. So with regards wage budget, so I might be able to go out and try and sign a couple more expensive players. Bear in mind though that I might try and sign multiple players, so I'm not just going to go out and sign someone that's on 35 grand a week and make that my only signing. I might be tempted to try and buy someone, but I just don't think that I'm going to have the money. I could maybe go for Joel Asoro, but I still don't think I'm going to have the money. We'll have to wait and see what happens. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. But for now, that's going to be all for today. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too if you haven't already. I'll see you next time.